Davey, 3 points in the end for us this afternoon, very comfortable at 3-0, but maybe a wee bit nervy towards the end. How would you reflect on the afternoon?
I look at it 3-0, game's probably done. I think we start not doing the basics. We give them an in the game, we give a cheap free kick away. Probably got to take a wee bit of responsibility there myself, because you make the changes at 3-0 to try and get boys minutes, probably upset the fluidity slightly. We give a cheap free kick away. I think it's obvious to see the goalie's dropped it, or it's hit off the goalie and they tap it in the net. You're 3-1. Then the boys are a wee bit nervous and they manage to get a set play, well, a long throw in, and we don't deal with it well enough. So 2 set plays are the downfall. They're probably the only negatives within the game, because I thought we got into some good areas. We Brucey should probably make it 4-2, but again, Brucey's doing what Brucey does, comes on, gets his goal and gets another chance running in behind. I think in offensive areas we could have done a wee bit better. The execution wasn't quite there at times, but again, I'll be honest, it's really difficult when you're playing against a low block trying to get that execution in the final third. We've done it to teams many a times, so it is hard, it's difficult to do that. Disappointed with the 2 goals, really disappointed with the 2 goals, but it's hard. Fans will probably laugh, but I've got to try and take them away from my mindset, and probably for 80% of the game I was fairly happy with how we went about it. I should be identifying the positives more than the negatives, but I felt I was downstairs with the players and I felt myself talking about the negatives more than the positives, to be honest. I think offensively we could do a wee bit better, but we got in behind the full-backs, the wingers, the 8s on either side. I thought they'd done really well. We moved the ball quite well at times, and we had to utilise that space in behind at times as well to drop it in, because they had 10 men, 11 men behind the ball, so we had to try and utilise the space in behind, which I think was quite effective on a number of occasions. But just that final bit of execution. But this is what third game really, pre-season, because I'm not counting the one in Spain, because it wasn't really a game, if I'm honest. So it's probably our third game of pre-season. We're still finding out about the players, but I think a few of the foreign players today got a wee bit of a fright about the physicality and the intensity and how little time you get in the ball. So, but that's what these games are for as well. So I think over the next 3 games you'll start seeing the team evolving a little bit more, and boys will be keeping the shirt on a game-to-game basis. Probably looking to identify. Probably asked me 2 weeks ago when I came back from Spain. I was fairly happy with what I had, but I think to go and have a serious shot at trying to get top 6 this year, I probably need to bring 1 or 2 in. There's probably 1 or 2 need to leave as well. So that's my job. I mean, the coaching staff's job, predominantly my job. But I think it's obvious where we need to reinforce, if I'm honest. And I'm actively going to be trying to pursue something over the next 7 to 10 days, hopefully. So, no, 3 points, 3 goals. Should have been a wee bit more, but never defended 2 set plays. But I've been here often enough as a manager, as a coach, and you've not defended 2 set plays and lost the game of football. I came away with a point, so try and look at the positives. 3 decent goals, got in behind on a number of occasions and picked up 3 points. So some of the boys are looking quite rusty. It's going to take wee Brucey probably another 4 weeks, because what people forget is wee Brucey's probably 2 months behind everybody else, because he never really finished the season playing football. He was injured, so it's going to take a wee bit more to get Brucey up to speed. But fairly happy with where we are, but well aware that we probably need to reinforce in 1 or 2 areas, and that's something actively that I've been doing over the course of the last 7 to 10 days, if I'm honest, and I'm going to be doing over the next 7 to 10 days.
Just on to Tuesday now, a potentially tough game at home to Inverness, but it's a competition we've done well in over the last few seasons, so be looking to continue that good record. Yeah,
but I don't think it'll be potentially a tough game. I think it will be a tough game. I think it'll be a really hard game. They've lost a few players, but Billy, Robbo, they'll have them well drilled. They've kept a lot of the squad for last year. They've added quite well, so I think the next 3 games are going to be tough games. I don't think there's an easy game within that. You're playing the League 2 champions, the League 1 champions and the Premiership playoff finalists, so I don't think there's going to be an easy game. But nice to be at home. Am I right in saying it's the next 3 games in AstroTurf? Is it? Yep. Aye, it is. So Cover Astro, Kelty Astro, Mere Astro. And to be fair to Albion, the park was half decent today, albeit it was quite dry and it was quite bobbly. But that's probably the best I've seen Albion Rovers Park look, so fair play to them. But no, looking forward to the next 3 games, which are going to be much stiffer contests and probably less tweaking in the starting 11 and the subs coming on, because we really need to get geared up for. We need to win these next 3 games, but we really need to be geared up for the Rangers game to start the Premier League, which is basically our bread and butter.